What's going on, my people, and welcome back to Israel's Movie Reviews. And we're going to be going over and recapping Season 4 from Power, the original series. And if you guys have been following me, I did a recap and review on Season 1, 2, 3. And if you haven't seen those, definitely pause this one and see that one. See those before getting into this one. I don't want anything spoiled for you, even though I don't really do spoilers, but I just want you to be up to date. So that way you're not surprised by anything. Season 4 picks up on the heels of Ghost's highly publicized arrest by his ex-girlfriend now. And that's Angela Valdes, the assistant U.S. attorney, and for the former murder of FBI Agent Greg Knox, who she used to also date, a crime he did not commit. And what's very ironic is he's committed massive amounts of crime, right? He's killed people. Obviously, he's laundered money. He's drug dealed. He's done this, that, and the other. He's far from perfect. But it came ironic because he goes ahead and ends up locked up for something that he really didn't do. He didn't even have any say-so in it. He was actually innocent in this case. And it's crazy because Ghost can't outrun his past choices in this one. And mounting enemies this season continue to threaten him and threaten his freedom and his family's safety at every turn. You know, you can't look left, can't look right. It sucks, right? But it's something that it was his fault. It was his choosing. And his fight for redemption brings him face to face with the feds, the media, new allies, old foes. But the biggest obstacle for Ghost in this season remains himself, and his internal struggle between the man he wants to be and the man who he really is. It's crazy. This season, having been arrested for the murder of Agent Knox, Ghost faces threats from multiple angles, as he's always had those things, but now they're on a higher level. You know, the feds begin to build their case, and his ex-wife scrambles to get the bail money. Tommy is getting used to his new role and enlists the help of Tariq in recovering. Proctor, who's Tommy and Ghost's lawyer, tries to protect Ghost as he faces harassment. The team discusses new strategies to taking down St. Patrick, but will those strategies work? Will they go ahead? This season, Tasha actually opens up and starts to talk to the children about what's going on, and I think this is when it really starts to affect Tariq, and you get to see Tariq's transformation into child, teenager, going into manhood. And this season was nuts. You know, you get introduced to Tasha's lawyer, who she ends up having an affair with, and we already know her. She's very porous. She's just like Ghost. You know, they are very loose with their parts, right? And this one you see, without spoiling too much, you know, Ghost teaming up with Tommy again to clean some things up as he tries to get his name cleared. And tragedy happens in this season, you know, and it hits the St. Patrick family in a tough way, where Ghost and Tommy have to team up and realize that whatever we had, we have to put aside because family's thicker than water. You know, this is the season where you start to realize, okay, these guys have a human aspect to them. It's not about money. It's not about drugs. It's not about territory. It's not about who's the distro. It's not about the club. It's about family at the end of the day. And I'm not going to spoil you what happens. Obviously, in the next review, we're going to talk about it in depth because I think it's an important event because it transforms the whole series. It transforms how Ghost starts to move. It transforms Tasha's state of mind. It transforms Tariq's motives and how he ends up going. And it really changes how Tommy starts to view life. You know, I'm not saying he's going to change his psychotic ways or he's going to stop drug dealing, but it does put into account many things. Just like if, something grand was to happen to you, right? You're gonna take 1, 2, 3, A, B, C into account, and you're gonna try to do your best to make sure you never go through something like that again. And if you happen to do so, you'll be ready, even though most of us aren't ready, right? But this season, wow, this season really shocked me. It surprised me. It had a lot of different themes, with retribution, respect, loyalty, the meaning of death, the meaning of still living, and what's your purpose here, and what you want to do with it at the end of the day. Are you going to continue to be a sinner, or are you going to continue to go on a righteous path? Not being religious, but, not all sinners have negative route. Sometimes, the sinners are the ones that end up better than most of us, because they realize, damn, I was in this life. I knew how to get out of it. I eventually did. I succeeded when I was outside of it. And you know what? Now it's time for me to go ahead and give back and teach somebody, or find someone, find one, teach one. And some of that takes place here. But some ghosts never die, do they? We will find out in this season. So you go ahead and watch this series, pay attention. There are a lot of little Easter eggs in it as well. This transforms the whole series. Leave your comments on the Discord and let me know what you thought about the series, what you expect from the next series, and is Power worth watching? If you like this video, hit that like button, hit that notification bell. Until the next one, peace, subscribe.